It's that time of year again when Hollywood's brightest morning stars trade coffee cups for golden statuettes, and the daytime Emmys become the battleground where laughter, tears, and heartfelt storytelling collide. Yet, this year's talk show category has the entertainment world buzzing like never before. Two women, both beloved, both sunshine in human form, are poised to face off in what's shaping up to be a feel-good but fiercely competitive showdown: Kelly Clarkson versus Drew Barrymore. In one corner stands Kelly Clarkson, the powerhouse vocalist turned talk show queen who's been charming America with her mix of humor, heart, and heart-pounding, Kellyoke performances. In the other corner is Drew Barrymore, the Hollywood darling whose warmth and unfiltered authenticity have transformed the Drew Barrymore Show into a masterclass in connection and joy. This year, the daytime Emmys aren't just about awards, they're about evolution. They're about how talk television has transformed in the hands of women who bring empathy, artistry, and emotional intelligence to the table. And they're about how the most relatable stars in America turned their personal stories into the backbone of morning television magic. Kelly vs. Drew, two different suns in the same sky. Kelly Clarkson's The Kelly Clarkson Show burst onto the scene in 2019, immediately setting itself apart with one simple rule: make people feel something. Whether it's through powerhouse musical covers, unfiltered conversations, or spontaneous moments of hilarity, Kelly has made her talk show the living embodiment of what it means to be real. Her energy is part Southern hospitality, part pop star charisma, and all sincerity. Viewers adore how she can shift from performing a tear-jerking rendition of Adele's "Easy on Me" to cracking a joke about spilled coffee 5 seconds later, and it never feels forced. But behind the charm lies a deep emotional core. Clarkson's openness about her divorce, co-parenting journey, and bouts of loneliness has made her more relatable than ever. She doesn't just host her show, she lives it. "I'm not perfect, and I don't try to be," she once told her audience. That's the beauty of mornings like these, we're figuring it out together. Meanwhile, Drew Barrymore's approach to talk television is like stepping into a cozy living room where you're immediately offered tea, a blanket, and a listening ear. The Drew Barrymore Show reflects Drew's personality to the core: quirky, compassionate, and disarmingly open. When she cries, the world cries with her. When she laughs, the studio feels like a family reunion. Drew has the rare ability to bridge Hollywood glamour and emotional intimacy, hosting interviews that often feel more like therapy sessions than press junkets. Whether she's wiping away tears while reuniting with an estranged guest or crouching beside a child to listen to their story, her empathy transcends the screen. Her show has been described as a hug in television form. But make no mistake, Drew's brand of love is not naive. It's earned. Her resilience as a former child star who rebuilt her life from the ashes of fame gives her a perspective that makes her show not just entertainment but healing. The Emmy race: artistry meets authenticity. Both Clarkson and Barrymore are nominated for Best Talk Series and Best Talk Series Host, two of the most coveted categories of the daytime Emmys. For Kelly, this isn't her first rodeo. The Kelly Clarkson Show has been an Emmy darling since its debut, sweeping multiple categories and setting a standard for what a modern talk show could be. Her blend of celebrity interviews, live performances, and genuine storytelling feels like a spiritual successor to Ellen DeGeneres' early years, with a stronger emphasis on music and emotional authenticity. Clarkson's signature segment, Kellyoke, has become more than just a fan favorite, it's her calling card. Each performance is a celebration of versatility and joy, from powerhouse renditions of rock classics to stripped-down ballads that turn pop lyrics into poetry. The daytime Emmys have repeatedly recognized the artistry behind these performances, and this year is no different. But Drew Barrymore's show has been quietly gaining momentum, growing from a pandemic-era experiment into a cultural staple. What started as a modest, remotely produced talk show has blossomed into one of the most creatively ambitious programs on daytime television. Barrymore's team has leaned into innovative storytelling, with emotional reunions, surprise interviews, and creative production that feels like watching an indie film rather than a talk show. Her, Drew's News, segment, where she highlights feel-good stories from around the world, perfectly encapsulates her mission: to make people believe in goodness again. This year, the Emmy voters face a tough choice between two distinctly different, yet equally moving, approaches to connection. Kelly offers catharsis through music and humor. Drew offers warmth through vulnerability and heart. And that's what makes this showdown so fascinating. It's not about who's better. It's about what kind of comfort viewers crave most in an uncertain world. Behind the smiles, the hard work and heartache, both hosts have transformed personal struggles into creative fuel. Clarkson, balancing her role as a mother and performer, relocated her show from Los Angeles to New York City last year to be closer to family and start fresh after a turbulent divorce. The move wasn't just logistical, it was symbolic. Her revamped set in Rockefeller Center now reflects her new life chapter, bolder, brighter, and more grounded. "I'm finally in a place where I'm not just surviving," she said during her season premiere. "I'm living again." That line resonated with millions who have followed her journey, and it might just be the emotional anchor that tips the Emmy scale in her favor. Barrymore, too, has been unflinchingly honest about her healing journey. She's spoken candidly about therapy, motherhood, and self-forgiveness, often tearing up on air as she shares lessons learned from her past. "I don't want to just talk to people," she said in an interview. "I want to connect with them, to make them feel seen." It's that transparency that makes Drew's show more than entertainment, it's emotional architecture. Every episode is built on human connection, crafted not around celebrity gossip but around shared humanity. Both Clarkson and Barrymore are redefining what it means to host a talk show in the 21st century. They're not just hosts, they're emotional anchors in a media landscape that often prizes spectacle over sincerity. The power of vulnerability on daytime TV. The rise of Kelly and Drew reflects a cultural shift. Gone are the days when talk shows relied solely on celebrity interviews and audience giveaways. Today's viewers crave authenticity, and both women have mastered the art of vulnerability without sacrificing professionalism. Kelly laughs loudly, sings her heart out, and occasionally admits when she's just not having a good day. Drew hugs her guests, cries with them, and treats even the smallest story like it matters deeply. Their success isn't accidental, it's a reflection of what modern audiences value: emotional honesty. Even their differences highlight the multifaceted ways people connect. Kelly's Texas charm meets Drew's California soul, and together they embody the full spectrum of what comfort TV can be: music and laughter on one side, warmth and introspection on the other. What the experts say. Industry insiders predict that the competition will be tighter than ever. Some Emmy voters lean toward Clarkson's consistency and production polish, while others believe Barrymore's recent creative strides make her the underdog poised for a surprise win. Television critic Mara Klein said it best: "Kelly Clarkson brings the magic of a concert to daytime television. Drew Barrymore brings the intimacy of a diary. Both remind us why daytime talk shows matter, they make the everyday feel extraordinary." That balance between art and empathy might determine the winner. Clarkson's musical artistry continues to set her apart. No other talk show host can open an episode with a live performance that leaves both audience and guest misty-eyed. Yet Barrymore's willingness to go off script, to let silence and emotion breathe, gives her show a vulnerability rarely seen on network TV. The night of the Emmys, a celebration, not a clash. As the daytime Emmys approach, there's an undeniable buzz, not of rivalry, but of mutual admiration. Both Kelly and Drew have spoken highly of each other, with Clarkson calling Barrymore one of the kindest souls in Hollywood, and Barrymore praising Clarkson as a real artist who's bringing humanity back to daytime. It's refreshing to see two women at the top of their game rooting for each other. In an industry often painted as cutthroat, their camaraderie feels revolutionary. It's as if both are saying, "We don't have to beat each other to win. We already did by being ourselves." The red carpet will shimmer, the cameras will flash, and as the envelopes are opened, America will collectively hold its breath. Whether Clarkson once again takes home the golden statue or Barrymore finally earns her long overdue recognition, it will be a win for authenticity, artistry, and the unbreakable spirit of women who make morning television magical. The real prize. Beyond the Emmys, both women have already won the hearts of millions. Kelly Clarkson continues to uplift through her music and laughter, while Drew Barrymore's empathy continues to remind us of the power of kindness. Their shows have become safe spaces, for guests, for audiences, and even for themselves. Each episode is a reminder that healing and humor can coexist, that tears and joy often share the same breath. In a world that often feels divided, Kelly and Drew are two bright constants, teaching us, through song and sincerity, that connection is still possible. So, come Emmy night, no matter who walks away with the statuette, it won't be about the gold. It will be about two women who turned daytime television into something more, a sanctuary of hope, laughter, and love.